What is going on, guys? Kevin Cage back with another XRP update. You know the corny intro. If you want daily crypto news, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So in my next video, I will be going over some news and fundamentals, so be sure to click the bell icon. I know YouTube has been shadow banning me a bit. I've gotten emails from probably a dozen plus people that say they're not getting notified when I upload videos, so just be sure to check that out. And today I wanted to do a fun price video. Yes, believe it or not, I do speculate in a speculative asset class. I'll try to do this one take uncut. I got a bunch going on, so hopefully you enjoy my stuttering. Alright, so we have XRP and the US dollar on the weekly chart, just utilizing Bitfinex because I have some drawings on some other XRP charts here on tradingview.com, and I want to talk about a specific example of if three different people bought $10,000 worth of XRP at a few different price points and then took profit at $10, $50, or $100, what would the difference in returns be? Now, I believe that every single penny counts. I just want to optimize my returns as an investor. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter if XRP does reach those high prices. Disclaimer. This is not financial advice, guys. Nothing is guaranteed. As I will probably title my video, it is my personal choice. I know the risk in this marketplace, and I am choosing to risk and not sell my long-term XRP until double or triple digits at the very least. Please do your own research and decide for yourselves. And personally, do not just go all in on a single investment at a single time. I think dollar cost averaging has been my best friend, and that is something that I learned several years too late in this market. I've always thought that I have to put in, say if you have $5,000 at one time, I thought I had to buy it all in at one time because the market would leave me. That is FOMO, fear of missing out. I learned from my own mistakes plenty of times, but I encourage you guys, it's a lot smarter and easier to learn from others' mistakes. So please just learn from mine if you're brand new. I know there's tons of people that are smarter than me that may have been in this market longer than me with maybe 6 years of experience. Nonetheless, we are all learning together. This is a brand new asset class. And for all you conservative people, if this is too moon boyish or hypey for you, you can take a zero off these targets and, take profit at $1, $5, or $10. I think even the most conservative and most logical XRP investors still understand per Fibonacci retracements, just like blockchain backer does, which is always just very reasonable and sound to me, is swing high, swing low from those recent price targets, and we can see. Typically, I believe that XRP, and you can call me a hypey, I believe XRP gets to $10 to $15 with ease over the long term. Now, when XRP moves, it absolutely moves, as we remember in 2017, and I was watching this happen just like many of you, and that's why we haven't turned back. Some of us did buy XRP at $2, some of us got in at under 1 penny. Believe it or not, it was incredibly difficult in the, back in the day before it was on Coinbase or even Binance was an exchange. So, from end of November, literally low 20 cents, guys. We're talking, 21, 23 cents, went up $3 plus in a matter of 3 weeks. And that was before Ripple was even live with XRapid, or what's today called on-demand liquidity. This was just pure speculation. Maybe it was an algorithm and a pattern in the market. Maybe it was institutional whales, or maybe it was just everybody FOMOing into this asset class after Bitcoin went into all-time high. And Bitcoin, obviously, its volume and value leaked into other alts, creating that massive alt season that we all know, love, and remember. All right, so swing high, swing low. Of course, most conservative people, including me, whether we go low now or finally explode up to this area in the extensions of the 618, 702, and 786. Keep in mind, I do like the 702 because it's just the perfect average between those two. Yes, I believe that XRP can get to $2 again, believe it or not. I don't care for these pumps per se of 80 cents or 70 cents, unless you are trying to swing trade or take advantage of these market moves. I want XRP to be one of the most liquid assets in the world in the digital asset space, to literally transfer value and be one of those medium of exchanges. We have FinCEN essentially kind of calling it a virtual currency. We have clarity for other assets. Other countries have already explicitly stated that XRP is not a security. It is my belief that we get out of this mess sooner or later. I know, those of us, we entertain different perspectives. I'm kind of 50-50 prepared. If we go down, I'm going to obviously dollar cost average, or are we finally going to rock it once and for all and start making to these fib extensions and go to $2 and then make our way to the 4.236 extension around the $13 or $13 range? Now I could use Coinbase with a different type of wick of 92 cents for XRP back then. And you can do smaller fib extensions as well. Whatever you want, guys. This is on the weekly time frame, and I'm thinking macro. And as I always say, when in doubt, zoom out. If you really think XRP is going to zero, why would you think that? Have we broken any, trends legitimately concerning? Have we retested those old levels in early 2017 of 6 to 9 cents? No, we have not. So keep in mind, XRP has already served recently, guys, since on-demand liquidity started, $2.4 billion in notional value for live financial institutions. It has utility. I'd be a lot more concerned with other digital assets. All right. So anyways, enough ranting. I always do that. I can't stand my own voice. So anyways, let me show you some examples for, whether it's person A, B, and C, or if you literally just did a few different examples. So first things first, obviously the most profitable is buying low and selling high. So buying, most of your position under 20 cents, holding it, and then selling the bulk of it at, the highest price possible. That is the goal of investing. But in reality, it does not work like that. We rarely are able to buy the exact bottom and sell the exact top. These are hypothetical scenarios, the dream scenario, which is always nice to entertain. In reality, you're going to have to come up with your own exit plan. Many people are not going to sell 100% of their holdings at a certain price. I would potentially, obviously, recommend scaling your exits. So if you want to sell some at $10, $50, $100, $1,000, whatever you want to do, and divvy those up into 10%, 20%, 25%, 50%, whatever is best for your situation. Understand the tax implications that will hopefully get more and more clarity in the future. I obviously use TaxBit. And that is in the top of this video description if you guys need to file your taxes. I don't understand the fear about taxes when you can just connect read-only APIs to like my dozen plus exchanges. I'm good to go. I do buy it over the counter sometimes, so I just have to upload a few documents and I'm good to go. I can download that, I give it to my CPA, and my taxes are filed from 2017 to even this year. So I don't really get the fear and uncertainty about it. People say they're, like, I even talk to influencers and they say they're waiting for certainty before filing their taxes. What are you talking about? There's already clarity and it's going to get more clear. Pay your taxes. Do not risk them coming after you when you have the big bucks. So teach their own, but I don't really get that. All right. So if you bought $10,000 at 15 cents, which is just a beautiful buy, you have 66,000 XRP. If you did $10,000 at 30 cents, it's 33,000 XRP, exactly half. Now again, another half of, or 30 cents is half of 60 cents. So if you had 10K and you bought at 60 cents, you get about 16,000 XRP. If your average price is at 60 cents or 80 cents, I believe you'll be okay. You only lose when you sell. Every dollar that I invest, yes, sometimes I do over leverage myself, but I am willing to lose it, and I do not think I will, but that is the mindset I have. I set and forget it for the long term. Investing is not about IQ and intelligence. It is about psychology and mastering your own emotion. All right? So we can kind of go through this, and now if you bought at these prices and you had this much XRP for 15 cents, at 30 cents you have 33,000, and 60 cents you have this much. If you took profit at each level, these are the examples. If you just want to screenshot it, it is, very, very powerful. I know these examples may seem crazy to you, turning, 10K into 1.6 million. Well, just so you know, it does happen. There are people in this market that got into early ICOs like Neo and made millions of dollars. This is happening in the market. I know some people did get lucky and, with GameStop or Doge and all these pumps, but me, instead of chasing gains, that's one way to lose my wealth, and that's one way that I have lost wealth in the past. I think that wealth preservation is greater than that, and I believe that it's important to learn now how to manage your own money. If it's $1,000, that doesn't matter. That's just as important to understand how to manage that versus $1 million. There's literally no finish line in life. It is only you versus you. It doesn't matter who has more, who's done better. You're just trying to compete against yourself. And me personally, I'm trying to improve my own personal situation. Right? For family, for people to, pay off parents' mortgage, things like that, so that your loved ones never have to work again. That is what drives me every single day. All right? So we can see these examples, and just to get a better understanding, let me get rid of this fib if it's distracting. We can see 15 cents to $10. That is approximately, I'd say, a 6,600% increase. Now, why does every penny count, or why does the dollar cost average count? And I know these are examples of, essentially 15 cents is half and, 30 cents is double. They could be big examples. You could even do an example of 30 cents versus 25 cents and see the value in a 5-cent difference in a dollar cost average. I get so happy when I see people in the XRP community that have been here for a few years or are completely new and just got lucky, and they have a very good buy-in price. I mean, honestly, if you're in the 15 cent or even 40 cent average buy-in price, I think that is absolutely insane. Congrats to you. And for anybody, which I have friends that their average price is 60 cents, that is fine as well. When in doubt, zoom out. Look at these targets. You only sell when you lose. All right. So we have 6,600%, give or take. So we'll just say 6,000. And then from here for 30 cents, it's obviously half, 3,000, 3,300%. Same concept applies. So there are diminishing returns as you go up and as you buy. So it's important to buy as low as possible and sell as high as possible. I know it's very obvious, but I just wanted to map this out for you. All right. So 60 cents. And obviously to $10, it's exactly half of that 3,000%, 1,500%. So very interesting. And of course, it really, really does compound. So you think that, you have, say, 60,000 XRP, 50,000 XRP at 15 cents, 20 cents. That's awesome. And yeah, you're here. You've, more than doubled your money several times over at these levels. When you get up to 60 cents, you've already 4x'd your investment. That is phenomenal. But what's important to note is that selling here would be a big mistake, because guess what? Right here, 66,000 XRP, if they sold all at 60 cents and 4 times to their money, that's awesome. But guess what? The guy that got in at 60 cents and holds longer than him, if he holds to $10, or if he holds to $50, he's going to make so many times higher, or magnitudes of, orders of magnitude higher than that person that sold too early every single time. So that is something to reassure anybody with $100 of XRP. That is fine. At least you were in this game. This is going to potentially be one of the biggest transfers of wealth in this entire space. So keep in mind, there's more than one asset. I own about 20 to 30 cryptos. My biggest holding is XRP because I obviously believe in it the absolute most. It is one of the very few digital assets actually solving real problems at scale for real customers. Most people, they'll invest and chase micro caps. I still do to an extent and play the chart, but it's a lot more like gambling. So I think that these fundamentals long-term will beat the pumpamentals of this market. Okay, so we're going to kind of show you a few examples. I'll just read through these and then we'll probably keep going. Hopefully this video is not too dragged out. So right here, 60 cents, guys. If you sold and you had 16,000 XRP that started out with 10K each, remember, $10 is $166,000. $50 is $800,000. And if you waited till $100 to sell 100% of your position, that is $1.6 million from a $10,000 investment. Now, I know some people have very, very high price targets for XRP that are 4 digits, 5 digits. That's completely fine. You can edit this if you think that this is way too, hopey and wishy-washy. You can change and, get rid of a zero, make it $10 up here, $5, $1. Whatever you want, whatever is good for your situation. Look at the bullish and bearish. I would encourage even looking at super conservative examples as well. I just wanted to use these examples since the profits are in the millions of dollars to actually really get you thinking that this is possible. It is psychologically based, finding the right asset. It happens. Despite looking at certain assets that maybe trend sideways and are stuck in channels, there are assets doing 500% in a month left and right. This is alt season for a variety of assets, and this is what happens when Bitcoin absolutely skyrockets. All right? And yes, I believe in the possibility of pullbacks. I believe in anything. I just understand that I do not understand, because we're on the leading edge in uncharted territories. Uncharted territory, blah. So 30 cents, guys. Ready? 33,000 XRP. You sell at $10, it's $300K. $50, you're at 1.6 million, already more than the max of 60 cents. And then if you waited for $100, that is $3 million from a single investment. That is insane. Now, of course, the prices could be much higher, they could be much lower, but this is just giving you one mere example, right? And if you scaled it and you sold, 33% at $10, 33% at 50, and 33% at 100, that's a very smart way to do it as well, because then you get your original investment back. You're not sweating. The risk is reduced greatly. And then you can start looking for other avenues and other areas to plant your seed, your money, to start growing it in other assets as well, other asset classes, other opportunities, other investments. So it's very fun. What a great book I read in terms of finance, it's super basic and it's a super short read, is The Richest Man in Babylon. And I'm sure a lot of people have read it over the years. I really enjoy it. Just the concept of when you make some money, just reinvesting into new ventures or new, assets, and have your money work for you, right? Your money, when you start off, yeah, income, it can pay off your liabilities, your debt. And that is, of course, pretty obvious. But after that, people just start buying more liabilities and start celebrating and getting the nice car and getting 3 vacation homes. In reality, if you put off that instant gratification, you took that money, threw it, and started watering more investments, watering those seeds, you could just keep going. So I use my assets and my profits to buy more assets. All right? Just one potential outcome. There is no right, there is no wrong, there's only your way. So, right here, 15,000 XRP, or excuse me, I just read that wrong. 15 cents, 66,000 XRP. This is the biggest return. Buying as low as possible, ideally, with this market. This is a perfect dream scenario. And of course, if you took advantage of trades and swings, you can improve it. Or if you just dollar cost average and have an average of 40 cents overall, you're buying more and you're holding longer than others, you will compete, or you will beat them. And it's not about that. I know I'm all over the place with this, but it's the same concept that applies. Please, be happy with where you're at. As humans, we're always going to want more. It's just that dopamine hit. If I can just buy more XRP, like I can just see the memes now. It happens, and I'm right there with you. You're never going to have enough, so you might as well just try to, be happy with what you have now. I'm talking to myself as well. All right? So, 66,000 XRP sold at $10, which I think is very conservative. That's $600,000. Guys, the average annual return of just the stock market, like the S&P 500 index funds, is about 12%. This is 10,000 plus percent for these assets. Thousands of percent, as I've just shown you with those increases. Very, very powerful. All right? $50, that's $3 million. So you already are beating now what the 60 cent range did at all of those price targets. And then last but not least, 15 cents holding for $100. Whether it's 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, it does not matter. We're going to see exactly how these prices play out. That's $6 million from a $10,000 investment. And I know some people are going to be rolling their eyes that are new. You guys have not seen it. This happens in the market, and this has happened for people that I personally know and speak to. So something to note. All right. So really quick, just for fun to see that max gain of 15 cents, give or take 15.1, all the way up to $100. That is about a 66,000% increase. Can that happen? Yes, XRP was one of the biggest performers in 2017. And you can go back to, instead of Bitfinex, go to Poloniex on tradingview.com. See the price history when we were under a penny, when we were literally half a penny under these levels. Anything is possible. It absolutely skyrockets. And it just goes to show you how much interest or value can compound. So, my advice, buy as low as possible, sell as high as possible, and have a smart exit plan and stick to that exit plan. Be accountable. These are things I'm telling myself as well. So just to show you really quick, 15 cents right there. That's a 300% return, or 300% increase, 4x total, because it's 60 cents. Keep going. All of a sudden it compounds right to $10. That's 6,000% increase rather than a 300% increase. Do you see how much it compounds? Then from 6,000 all the way to 100, that is another 10x. That is a 60,000 plus increase. This is the power of compounding interest, or what, again, Albert Einstein calls the 8th wonder of the world. So very powerful stuff, guys. Hopefully this was fun for you, but please just keep things into perspective. I'm trying to find balance as well. I'm far from perfect, but this is one example that can be applied with any crypto you want, ADA, VeChain, whatever you want. The assets that survive, in my opinion, will absolutely thrive. Now, keep in mind, I know I was tweeting this the other day, you have to develop your own style of investing and trading, your preferences, and never stop evolving, because the markets are never stopping. They surely do not stop evolving either. All right. And then also, guys, new coming tips for, any newcomers, beginners. For anybody moving crypto, meaning sending XRP from one exchange to another, or maybe to your new Ledger Nano wallet, links are in the video description if you need storage for your crypto and you do not trust exchanges because they are centralized platforms, links are in the description. Always, 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 if you have 1,000 XRP, test it with a small amount. Send 50 XRP as a little test. Send 100 XRP. If it gets to the destination, you're good to go, and you can send the bulk of it as well in a later transaction. I've heard many tragedies, many stories of people accidentally sending the wrong address or forgetting the destination tag, which is kind of like the hotel room number, or specific address to get there, or mailbox, you could say, to get to its destination. Please be safe, and just move nice and slow with this market. And also, guys, I was retweeting these earlier, and I was just curious if we could get a conversation going. I did tweet it. What is the fastest way to withdraw funds from an exchange? So I know people in the UK, the United Kingdom, they have some very nice options. And maybe I do too, but I'm just oblivious to them. So I know I kind of tease Coinbase, the platform, the exchange, a lot, but they do have instant and free withdrawals to PayPal, the application as well. So it's instant and free. But then I can actually I can do a free transfer from PayPal to the bank, which could take a few days, or I could actually just pay for instant transfer, so I can get it to my bank right away if I ever have to do large wire transfers. So I'm just kind of playing with the idea. I like Binance.us as well with the ACH method of 3 to 5 days. Sometimes it does take 10 days. So I'm just trying to think of what is the best option for us to get our money, out of platforms and also into platforms. So I wanted to start a conversation, showed you the example of PayPal and Coinbase right there. And also, I wanted to get a conversation. I was retweeting this as well to get that reach. What's the fastest option for you guys to, withdraw crypto? What's the cheapest option? Because that also may be different and you guys may have your preferences. And what's your preferred option or favorite option? I've been going through these and kind of reading and learning a lot. Keep in mind, I'm in the United States. If you are from UK, Australia, Asia, South America, anywhere, name it, let me know, because I know a lot of people are curious. We're all in this together. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and sub, share this video around, and I will catch you in the next one.